request everyone present in the audience to kindly rise for the school song. A school of BBB, near to the mountain free. Water to the sky, always aiming high. To study is a dream, to achieve it like a dream. To struggle and to strive, to keep on him alive. We believe you, don't have it tonight. Look how far, we believe you, don't have it tonight. On the beach we give our best, and never celebrate. Our love was never safe. With all this freedom that we can, and be a friend to man. We don't have it tonight. But we believe all of the dreams true, all you think we could do. This with loyalty and love. More than today, no matter what's near. Be strong, make sure you know it's all. We believe we're going to tonight. With our heart, we believe. Till we close to the sun, the study mental straight, renews the strength of faith. We teach so much and we show them this is tonight. We believe you, and that is it tonight. With our hearts, we believe you, and that is it tonight. Thank you, everyone. You all may sit now. Every second brings a fresh beginning. Every day is what you choose to make it. A very good afternoon to one and all present here. As you already know, today we are assembled here for the student led conference. Thank you to each and every one of you for being here with us today. A student led conference is a meeting in which students demonstrate responsibility for the academic performance by providing a review of their work for parents and teachers. Student led conference positions students as the leader of their own learning. Today, students will lead the meet entirely by presenting work samples and discussing their learnings, strengths, weaknesses, and progress towards their goals. There are various benefits of student led conference. First, placing the onus of responsibility on the student to explain his or her work help them to develop the accountability necessary to improve or to sustain academic success. A most important benefit is the practical skill of goal development that each student must take part in order to start with the process. It provides them with confidence as well as presentation skills. Now, without taking any more time further, let us begin with the conference. And for that, I would request Janvi to take over.
Thank you, Anushri. The actual fun of being in school is being in the English class, becoming a part of literature, getting transported to this magical land of words and stories, and having the opportunity to express yourself. I, Jahanvi Goswami, along with my team members Anushri Pandey, Soumya Joshi, and Bhumika Khati, are present over here to demonstrate our English presentation based on the poem Childhood composed by Marcus Nathan for the student led conference.
How sweet life could be if just now and then we could look and see the child still deep within us, gentle simplicity that years and years obliterate as we become less free. So caught up in the world, its complication too. Wouldn't it be nicer if our childhood lasted through? With the coming teenage, I feel the essence of childhood is lost. For me, childhood is a home filled with cheer and happiness. A young child is now an emotionless teenager. Distorted by experience, now is like swimming through the ocean, hoping to reach the shore, but almost drowning along the way. The childhood goals and hopes still along the way. The childhood goals and hopes still exist, but the energy of the teen just wants to sleep. What about you, Janvi? What is your take on this?
I wholeheartedly agree with you, Anushri. Childhood is like the glass of cold water that we get before the desert of life, which is often filled with endless struggles and scorching heat. Even I feel that when we switch from our childhood to our teenage years, we go through several physical, emotional, mental, and psychological changes which sometimes end up overwhelming us. Above that, we are exposed to several roles and responsibilities that we, as adults, would have in the society. But apart from that, what I feel is that if we keep on focusing on the cons, we might miss out on the real essence of the moment and end up living our life full of regrets.
Thank you, Janvi. This do sums up our ideologies. When life gets a little complicated, the small wish to become a child again might be ignited in your mind. Now, I would like to ask all the parents present here. As a grown up, what is that one advice or a message you would like to give to your 10-year-old self if you have a chance now? Any parent who would like to answer, kindly type it in the chat box. Mrs. Pandey has answered our question. I would like to share it with you all. In quoting, I would tell her to explore the world, stay inquisitive, and tell her parents to chill because she's in control. Thank you, ma'am, for your generous words. Now, moving on with the lesson about the poet. Little is known about Marcus Nathan. What is known that he was a Norwegian poet and the poem Childhood was originally written in Norwegian and later translated into English. The poet in his poem ponders deep over the question of his lost childhood. He tries to identify the stages when the perception of the world changed for him. He describes his first step towards maturity when he gained individuality, rationality, and was able to see the hypocrisy of the adults.
Childhood is an intriguing piece of poetry in which the poet ponders over questions related to the loss of his childhood innocence and purity. By questioning himself at each and every step of his life, he gets struck with epiphanies and discovers the truth behind this cruel world. Over the course of time, he realizes that the adults around him are hypocrites who preach about love but do not practice the same. While wondering about other instances where he might have ceased to be a child, he wonders whether it was the time where he discovered there were no hell and heaven in geography, thus, it didn't exist at all. Next, he wonders was it the time he realized that he had singularity and was capable of producing his own thoughts? After listing down the possible instances, he questions as to where his childhood had actually disappeared. He later comes to a conclusion that it has wandered to a forgotten place, and the abode of the same is in the face of an infant, which is adorned with goodness and purity. We grow older and bigger each day, but we can stay youthful by keeping our inner child alive. In our monotonous lifestyles, we often feel lost and trapped. And at that moment, we just have to look for our inner child, which is happily residing within us. With the memories of Malgudi days, R.D. Burman, the fresh scent of monsoon, the delicacies which our grandma once prepared, you might not have realized when you grew up, when you left your childhood behind, when you were ready with wings to fly. But there would have been a moment where, as a parent, you would have thought that your little one is now grown up. And life is made up of these small moments of happiness and realizations.
With this, we come to an end of our English lesson. We hope that we were successful in giving you a gist of the chapter and help you remember the sweet memories of your childhood. Thank you.
A wonderful English lesson indeed. but I would like to interrupt our classes for a quick parent feedback. I would just pick up a chit and let's see. Mrs. Anshu Arora, I would request her to take over and give her feedback related to the entire school year.
Good evening, one and all present here. Many congratulations to Aramanites for conducting this SLC. It is such a pleasure to be captivated by your composure, confidence, conviction, and knowledge, all on a clear display. We are looking forward to wonderful session this evening. They say in a child's journey, teachers are partners to parents, and we are so thankful to have chosen the right school to give us the right partners to raise our child. I'd like to take a moment to thank all the teaching staff and AVPIL school for instilling the true meaning of education, that is, giving the deep knowledge of concepts and topics along with essential attributes like coordination, time management, teamwork, synchronization, and a sense of ownership through various activities and project based teaching methods. Hmm? I have been associated with AVBIL school as a parent for past 7 years. After the pandemic outbreak, when the whole nation was under the lockdown, like all other parents, I too was worried about my child's education, exams, his learning continuity, etc. But I'm so thankful that school ensured that education should not be missed for any reason. Within a week of lockdown, the school and the teaching faculty, they were ready with the new technology and new way of teaching. I really appreciate school's dedication towards the education. In these 2 years, the teachers have seen their students via computer screens, yet the experienced teaching faculty left no stone unturned in bridging the gap, and they successfully established the learning channel with utmost patience, knowledge, and their teaching skills. Thank you, teaching faculty, for your 24/7 availability and unconditional support. Aramanites are known for their excellent academic performances. In this era of competition, we wish to witness budding Aramanites in national level programs like Yuvika, IOQM, NASA Robotics Workshop, etc. May I suggest to introduce analytical logical reasoning as a club activity for standard 6 to 10 and after school sports activity to ensure Aramanites be ready to take bigger challenges and grow even more knowledgeable and smarter. Thank you, entire AVBL family. We feel blessed. Have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your kind words. Now, moving on with the biology lesson. Greetings, everybody. Today, I, Aditi, and my friends Shivanshi, Vinny, Mahi are here to discuss about some common human physiological disorders. I would like Vinny to explain us some respiratory system disorders.
Thank you, Aditi. I will talk about respiratory system disorders. I will throw some light upon asthma, common cold, and sinusitis, commonly known as sinus. Let's start with asthma. It is a condition where air is narrow and swell and produce extra mucus where people have difficulty in breathing. Symptoms are coughing and vomiting, which can be treated with inhalers. Do you know? Asthma is the most common chronic disease among children. Moving on to common cold. Achoo. Cold is a viral infection of the nose and throat. After the changes, most people face this problem. Symptoms include headache, sneezing, and can be treated by home remedies like steam and salt water gargle. Sinus. It includes excessive blockage of nose, headache, and sneezing. Treatments may vary from different type of sinus. Example, chronic requires antibiotics, whereas acute does not. 70% women are affected by this each year as compared to 10% of men. Let's be healthy. The Indian way asanas. Some asanas to cure these problems are Anulom Vilom, and Kapal Bhati. Giving over to Mahi.
Now we will discuss some common digestive system disorders. Constipation. Constipation is caused by stress, eating large amount of dairy products. Some of the natural treatment and diet which can be followed are being hydrated, having enough dietary fiber, eating healthy fats, etc. Eating a lot of fibrous food, being hydrated, avoid eating fast foods, avoid drinking caffeinated drinks. The asanas or exercises which can be performed during the constipation are the supine twist and the Matsyana twist. Indigestion. Indigestion is caused by drinking too much caffeinated drink and alcoholic beverages, eating too much or too fast, feeling stress, smoking, etc. Some of the natural treatments and diet are which can be followed are reducing caffeine and alcohol consumption, avoiding food containing acids, etc., eating fruits which are non-citrusy and oatmeal, veggies, etc., eating meats or seafoods which are either boiled or grilled, eating food which includes healthy fats, avoid tight clothing and spicy food. The asanas or exercises which can be performed are the Marjaryasana and Vajrasana. Diarrhea. Diarrhea is caused by diseases in intestines, diabetes, excessive alcohol consumption. Some of the natural treatment and diet which can be followed are eating food which is bland and low in fiber, avoiding dairy products, and having strong coffee for the health. Drinking 8 to 10 cups of fluid daily, avoid eating dried, citrusy fruits and juices. Drinking broth, coconut water, and eating canned pears for the hydration. The asanas or exercises which can be performed during the diarrhea are the cobra pose and wind relieving pose. Now I would like Aditi to explain us some nervous system disorders.
Thank you, Mahi. We will be discussing about stress, insomnia, and depression. Stress. It is a feeling of emotional or physical tension. The causes might vary from external factors like loud noises, drugs, chemicals, and the factors within the body include feeling of hate, fear, envy, or jealousy. The diet of the patient must contain yogurt, blackstrap molasses, seed, and sprouts. Tulsi, also known as leaves of holy basil, are regarded as an anti-stress agent. Asanas like Pavan Mukta Asan and Padma Asan are highly beneficial to prevent stress. Moving on with insomnia. It is a common sleep disorder that can make it hard to fall asleep, hard to stay asleep, or cause you to wake up too early. Causes can be worries, overwork, and overexcitement. The diet of the patient must exclude flour and its product, sugar and its product, tea, coffee, etc. Yoga asanas like Sarvangasana and Shavasana are highly beneficial for the treatment of insomnia. Depression. It is a mood disorder that causes a persistent feeling of acute sense of loss or loss of interest. Causes might be depleted functioning of adrenal gland. The diet of the patient must exclude food colorings, sugar, white flour and its products. Exercise gives a feeling of accomplishment and thus reduces the sense of helplessness. Asanas like Vakrasan and Kapalbhati are highly beneficial for depression. Now, I would like Shivanshi to tell us some interesting facts.
Thank you, Aditi. Now, we will talk about some basic facts about human physiology. Our skin has more than 1,000 species of bacteria on it. The highest blood flow is in our kidneys. The digestive system is the most cancer prone. We lose a lot of water just by breathing. With this, we come to an end to our presentation. Thank you everyone for giving us your precious time. Thank you.
Wow, it was very informative and helpful. Despite the pandemic session 2021-22 was great. We learned a lot of things, be it academic or co-curricular. We would like to show some glimpses of the such activities to the parents.
हम्म, क्या हो गया?
Hope you all liked the presentation about the class activity which was held during the session of 2021 to 2022. All of us consume table salt daily. Can anyone tell me what its chemical formula is? You can write the answer in the chat box. We have got some answer in the chat box. The answer was NaCl, as Mrs. Scott got it right. Every little thing that we use has its own chemical composition, and that's why chemistry is of great importance in everyday life. Good evening, everyone. Today, in our chemistry lesson, I, Vedika, along with my friends Kaveri, Khushi, and Samaya, are going to discuss about the value of chemistry in everyday life and healthcare in the form of medicines. Over to Khushi.
Chemistry is involved in our everyday life as it is found everywhere, from our kitchen to our wardrobe to our travels to medicines and so on. And now moving to the kitchen and kitchen garden, we can see that there are various natural remedies available that can be utilized for our overall well-being. Are you also among those who pop a pill every time you experience some pain? Well, it's time we turn to your kitchen. Kitchen products such as turmeric, chili, ginger, and many more can be utilized to reduce various pains. Lavender can be used to cure migraine and reduce anxiety. Honey can be used to cure throat inflammations. It is also mixed with other products to prevent digestive problems and respiratory disorders like asthma and many more. You can mix dried banana with honey or chew juhi leaves for mouth ulcers. Hypertension or high BP is a very common health problem in the adults, as you all may know, and it can be naturally cured by taking amla with milk every day in the morning. Kitchen garden. Plants and herbs are an integral part of Ayurveda and are used to treat many diseases as they contain various number of chemical compounds. And you do not even have to go to the Himalayas to get them. You can plant medicinal herbs right in your kitchen garden and reap the benefits from them. Tulsi or holy basil has a chemical compound called eugenol, because of which it is used to cure fever and many other respiratory diseases. Aloe vera can cure Now, let's take a break from kitchen garden and look at laboratories. As we all know, not all health related problems can be cured naturally through home remedies and require laboratories for their production. Three very common types of such medicines are homeopathic, allopathic, and Ayurvedic. As Khushi said earlier, some medicines which are being prepared in the laboratories may be beneficial for us, but may also have some ill effects due to their chemical composition, as short and long term side effects, like contradiction with certain health conditions, indigestion, and many more, which can put our health at risk. Therefore, we should use medicines only after the advice of doctors. There are many reasons why we should not take medicines without doctor's prescription, as by taking painkillers and anti-inflammatories or antipyretics, doctors may have difficulty finding the diagnosis of the disease. Paracetamol, a well-known medicine, can lead to digestive hemorrhage. Aspirin increases the risk of bleeding. Analgesics, anxiolytics, and antidepressants can cause addiction, drowsiness, motor coordination, vertigo, and cardiovascular problems. Pregnant and breastfeeding mothers are advised not to take medicines on their own because it is directly taken by the baby and causes kidney problems and increases the risk in babies.
Eye. Eye is one of the most precious part of our body, and due to the increased screen time in this pandemic era, eye strain has tremendously increased. But the advancement in eye drops in medicine has come to the rescue. Prolonged use of gadgets like tablets, laptops, cell phone can lead to computer vision syndrome. Nowadays, it is more common due to digitalization in each and every field. Eye drops are liquid medication with specific chemical composition which is applied to the surface of eye to reduce eye strain. But eye drops should be taken under the recommendation of an ophthalmologist. If we take eye drops without prescription, it can have harmful effects on your eye. Eye drops which contain the following chemical composition are highly recommended for the treatment of computer vision syndrome. Rather than eye drops, there are other methods to prevent computer vision syndrome, which are by following the 20-20-20 rule, adjusting your posture, blinking frequently, and reducing the screen glare. Rather than chemical eye drops, Ayurvedic eye drops, such as the basic Ayurveda Trifala Drishti eye drop, are also a good option for the treatment of computer vision syndrome and dry eye condition. Hope it was an enlightening session. Thank you for your time and attention.
It was indeed very informative. Now I would draw a check for parent feedback. Ms. Gurpreet Kaur, I request you to share your kind words with us.
Hello everyone, I'm Gurpreet Kaur, mother of Amritansh Kaur. My experience with the Birla School since last 4 5 years is very satisfying. The way of nurturing and grooming the child through different performances and activities are really appreciable. I'm thankful and grateful to the efforts taken by the teachers during that pandemic period who worked really so hard for our children. And the thing I like the most is the relationship between the teachers and the students. The students are so comfortable with the teachers that they can share any of their problem so comfortably. And at last, I would like to extend my gratitude towards the school management. And I wish and hope that these extended efforts would continue. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for your kind words. Presentation, please. I opened two gifts this morning. They were my eyes. Have you ever imagined, even though you have vision issues, and yet you can see clearly without the use of contact lens or spectacles? During COVID 19, when the physical classrooms remained closed, the screen time increased. Students started facing various vision problems. In this physics lesson, my friends Kunal Kukreja, Shaurya Khan Pandey, and myself Palak Mehra are going to discuss about lens technology and vision correction.
The eye is made up of three layers: the outer layer, which consists of the cornea; the middle layer, which consists of the ciliary body; the inner layer, which consists of the retina. The cornea is shaped like a dome.
How do we see? First, the light passes through the cornea, which bends the light to help the eye focus. Next, the light passes through the lens. The lens acts as a convex lens which converges the light rays and the image is formed on the retina. When the light hits the retina, photoreceptors turn the light wave into electrical signals. These electrical signals travel from retina through the optic nerve to the brain, which turns the signals into images you see. Sometimes the image is not formed exactly on the retina. Hence, vision disorders occur. The first one is hypermetropia. Farsightedness is when the far objects look clear, but the near objects are blurry. The second one is myopia. Nearsightedness is when close-up objects look clear, but the distant objects are blurry. In the figure as shown, in myopia, the image is formed in front of the retina, while in hypermetropia, it is formed behind the retina.
There are number of treatments available to slow down the progression of myopia, which are eye drops, multifocal contact lenses, ortho K, myosmart glasses. These two pie charts shows increased number of people having myopia from 2016 to 2050.
Ortho technology. I wear specs but can't wear it during my karate practice. Similarly, wearing contact lenses on a dusty or rainy day can be a total disaster. So, ortho technology is a much easier way to get rid of specs and contact lenses without any surgery. Ortho lenses are worn at night and removed upon waking. These lenses allow the user to see clearly throughout the day without any specs or contact lenses. Ortho means straight, and kerat means cornea. In orthokeratology, cornea is reshaped using specifically designed rigid, gas permeable lenses to reduce refractive error temporarily. Cornea is a viscoelastic material. In orthokeratology, the cornea shape changes from a steep central, flat peripheral to flat center, steep peripheral, as shown in this figure. Let's discuss how does it work? Can somebody tell me about the basic principle of conservation of energy? So we have received a response from Mrs. Bimla Mehra. Thank you so much, ma'am, and you are absolutely right. This fundamental theory is extended to corneal power and curvature cannot be created or destroyed, only redistributed. Orthogonal lenses use a balance of push-pull forces and obeys the above principle. When the user wears orthogonal lens, a stress is applied by the lens, which results strain response by the cornea. Thus, the shape of cornea gets changed. The red line in the structure of cornea is the used before ortho-K. The solid black line is the shape of cornea after the use of these lenses. Comparison between contact lenses and ortho-K lenses. Contact lenses are generally soft and the user has to wear it during the daytime for not more than 6 hours in continuation. Ortho-K lenses are rigid and gas permeable. The user has to wear it during the night while sleeping. The user can enjoy clear vision throughout the day without any specs. This real user data explains how this technique can correct vision without any surgical procedure. The user has 4.75 spherical power before the use of these lenses. This got reduced to 2.5, showing significant reduction.
The research concludes that orthokeratology might slow down the progression of myopia compared with wearing eyeglasses or contact lenses. The advantages of orthoke technologies are freedom from lenses and specs during daytime, safe and reversible vision correction procedure without surgery.
Disadvantage is of orthoke lenses. The ideal power for specs is up to -6. Beyond that, the results are not guaranteed. Orthoke lenses are expensive as compared to glasses or contact lenses, so not many people choose to use this. Refreshed ear drops are required before removing the lenses to avoid dryness. Eyes are our most precious belongings. They don't only deserve tears, they deserve to be cared. Thank you.
Good afternoon to all. I'm sure many of you might have gotten bored after studying for this long, right? Well, we're here to have some fun apart from studies also. You all are busy with your day to day work, having such a stressful life. In order to change your mood today, we've organized some games for you. Now, I would like to call upon Vishali Soyal and Rishtika Budyal from 11A to make you all have some fun.
Hello everyone. Good evening to one and all present here. Today I have come up with some tongue twisters for you all. Whosoever want to participate can write their name on the chat box. Till that time, Distika will tell you the rules of the game. Good morning to all, one and all present here. Today I have bring some tongue twisters for you all. Whosoever want to participate in can write their names on the chat box. Till that time, Distika will tell you the some rules of the game. So our first member is Mr. Hardik. So I will show you two tongue twisters in the screen. You have to spell them five times continuously. So please start spelling it.
Due to some technical glitch, let us move on with the conference.
So now it's the time for Hindi lesson, and I would like Anushka to take over.
आदरणीय प्रधानाचार्य जी, उप प्रधानाचार्य जी, हेडमिस्ट्रेस मैम, शिक्षकगण व कार्यक्रम में उपस्थित सभी अतिथिगण और मेरे सहपाठियों का मैं अनुष्का कक्षा 11 की विद्यार्थी हृदय की गहराइयों के साथ स्वागत और अभिनंदन करती हूँ। आज हम यहाँ स्वतंत्रता सेनानियों को प्रस्तुत प्रस्तुति के माध्यम से श्रद्धांजलि देने जा रहे हैं, जिन्होंने अपना सर्वस्व त्याग कर हमें स्वतंत्र भारत दिया है। चलिए देखते हैं। तुम हो
देखना है सोर कितना पास होएगा सोए चुपा से दोस्त
सबने पहले भी कई बार लता मंगेशकर जी द्वारा गाया यह गीत सुना है, परंतु यह गीत आज भी मेरे भीतर देशभक्ति की भावना को ओत-प्रोत कर देता है। कई वर्षों की गुलामी के पश्चात भारत सन 1947 में आजाद हुआ। हजारों लाखों लोगों ने अपना तन मन धन त्याग कर देश की आजादी के लिए सब कुछ न्यौछावर कर दिया। आज हम जिस स्वतंत्र भारत में सांस ले रहे हैं, उसके लिए कई वीर सपूतों ने अपने प्राण अपनी स्वतंत्रता सेनानियों से अपराध का विरोध करना सीखा। इसलिए आज हम यह कह सकते हैं, आज तिरंगा है अपनी पूरी शान से, हमें मिली आजादी वीर शहीदों के बलिदान से। हमने अपना गौरव पाया अपने स्वाभिमान से, हमें मिली आजादी वीर शहीदों के बलिदान से। जिंदगी में कुछ खास लम्हे हैं और उन्हीं लम्हों को यादगार बनाने आ रहे हैं मेरे मित्र श्रेष्ठ।
धन्यवाद रितिका। मैं श्रेष्ठ आज आप सबके समक्ष हमारी पाठ्य पुस्तक आरोह के काव्य खंड में संकलित कवि भवानी प्रसाद मिश्र जी द्वारा लिखित कविता घर की याद प्रस्तुत करने जा रहा हूँ। कवि स्वतंत्रता सेनानी थे। यह कविता उन्होंने जेल प्रवास के दौरान लिखी थी। कविता की पंक्तियां कुछ इस प्रकार हैं। आज पानी गिर रहा है, बहुत पानी गिर रहा है, रात भर गिरता रहा है, प्राण मन खिलता रहा है, घर नजर में फिर रहा है, घर की मुझसे दूर है जो, घर खुशी का फूल है जो। कवि एक कारावास में है और कहते हैं कि आज बहुत बारिश हो रही है। रात भर भी बहुत बारिश हुई है और इसे देखकर कवि का मन घर की यादों से घिरा हुआ है। घर उनसे बहुत दूर है और उन्हें अपने परिवार वालों की याद सता रही है। जब कवि के पिता पुत्र वियोग में भूख होकर रोए होंगे, तब माँ ने उन्हें संभाला होगा। माँ कहती है, वह तुम्हारा मन समझकर और अपनापन समझकर गया है सो ठीक ही, यह तुम्हारी नीच ही है। पाँव जो पीछे हटाता, कोख को मेरी बचाता, इस तरह होए ना कच्चे, रो पड़ेंगे और बच्चे। माँ पिता का मनोबल बढ़ा रही है। तुम्हारा बेटा तुम ही तो गया है, तुम्हारी इच्छाओं का सम्मान करता है, तुम्हारे ही तो संस्कार है उसमें। अगर वे पीछे मुड़ जाता तो मेरी कोख का अपमान करता। अगर तुम कमजोर पड़ जाओगे तो बच्चों को खानेगा, वे भी रो पड़ेंगे। है सजीले हरे सावन तुम बरस दो बिना बस के, मैं मसीह में हूँ घर में हूँ बस यही, किंतु यह बस बड़ा बस है, इस बस से सब विरस। प्रस्तुत पंक्तियों में कवि सावन को संबोधित करते हुए कह रहे हैं कि हे खुशियां प्रदान करने वाले सावन, तुम्हें जितना बरसना है तुम बरस दो, लेकिन मेरे पिताजी की आंखों को मत बरसने दो। परंतु कवि के लिए अपने माता पिता से दूर होकर जीना बहुत कठिन है। अपनों से दूर होकर रहना जीवन को नीरस बना देता है और इन सेनानियों का यह त्याग भारत देश कभी नहीं भूल पाएगा। धन्यवाद।
बहुत सुंदर प्रस्तुति शेर।
हजारों बल्कि लाखों लोगों की भूमिका रही, लेकिन स्वतंत्रता सेनानियों के केवल कुछ लोगों के ही नाम किताबों में अंकित थे। कई ऐसे सेनानी भी हैं जिन्होंने अपने देश की आजादी के लिए अपने प्राण त्याग दिए। भारत में एक महान राष्ट्र बनने की पूरी क्षमता है। इसके लिए प्रत्येक नागरिक को अपनी निजी जिम्मेदारी अवश्य कबूल करनी है। तभी हम मेहनत और मेहनत सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदुस्तान हमारा सत्य साबित हो पाए। कुल मिलाकर मेरे सपनों का भारत शिक्षित, कर्मनिष्ठ, आत्मनिर्भर और सुख सुविधाओं से भरा होगा। अंत में मैं आप सभी को अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी जी द्वारा लिखी गई कविता कदम मिलाकर चलना होगा की कुछ पंक्तियां सुनाना चाहती हूँ और आप सभी से अपेक्षा करती हूँ कि इन पंक्तियों को आप अपने जीवन में सार्थक रूप दें। बाधाएं आती हैं आए, गिरे प्रलय की घोर घटाएं, बाहों के नीचे अंगारे, सिर पर बरसे यदि ज्वालाएं, निज हाथों में हंसते हंसते आग लगाकर चलना होगा, कदम मिलाकर चलना होगा। हाथ से उतरने तूफानों में, हाथ से उतरने तूफानों में, अमर असंख्य बलिदानों में, यादों में, वीरानों में, अपमानों में, सम्मानों में, उन्नत मस्तक मुखरास, पीलाओं में पलटा होगा, कदम मिलाकर चलना होगा, कदम मिलाकर चलना।
Thank you for your thought provoking presentation. Creativity is as important in education as literacy. It is allowing yourself to make mistakes, be free, explore the world and the different shades hidden within you. It is the act of embracing the artist residing within you. Therefore, let's have a look at a slideshow filled with the snaps of exciting co curricular activities held in school.
Really, it was an outstanding video. Thank you, Janvi. Finally, at the last, we have a presentation on physical education. Over to you, Pavni.
Thank you, Ishita. Career in physical education. What is physical education? Physical education is defined as a process through which an individual obtains optimal physical, mental, social skills and fitness through physical activities. Career in physical education. Career as a teacher. A teacher is eligible as a trained graduate teacher till the 10th standard. Career as a coach. Mr. Praveen Ambre, Mr. Mahela, and Mr. Rahul Dravid, some of the most famous coaches. Career as an administrator. Mr. Harsh Jain, Mr. John Donahoe, and Ms. Jenna Johnson. Aryan Jayal, an ex-Aryamanite and a current player in IPL. As an ex-player, Government of India offers a number of jobs. Some of them are CISF, Railway, Delhi Police, CRPF, etc. Over to Avdi.
Thank you, Pablo. India at Olympics. India first participated at Olympic Games in 1900. Norman Pritchard won a silver medal in men's 200 hurdles in Paris 1900 Olympics. Indian hockey team in 1928 won a gold medal. Abhinav Bindra won India's first individual Olympic gold on August 11, 2008 Olympics. In total, India won 35 medals, all at Summer Games. The Blue Army won 7 medals at Tokyo Olympic 2020, securing 48 ranks for India. Now over to you, Ishita.
Thank you, Abdeep. Taekwondo. Taekwondo is a Korean form of martial arts characterized by punching and kicking techniques with emphasis on head-high kicks, spinning jab kicks, and fast kicking techniques. The common Taekwondo belts are shown here, such as white, yellow, blue, and black. At the last, we have some of the Arab knights in Taekwondo like Kanika Badalkoti, Titiksha Kapil, Samriti Bahuguna, and Shreya Kandpal.
Release. Release. Come on. Four direction turning kick. Jumbei. Come on.
Thank you, everyone, for your precious time.
Now, I would like to invite our Honorable Vice Principal, sir, to say a few words.
Good evening, respected parents, students, and teachers. Am I audible?
Yes,
Am
sir.
I?
Yes, sir.
Right. I would like to first of all thank all the parents for the kind words. Uh, I would like to thank all the parents for the kind words and encouragement they have given. Uh, the success is only possible when both the ends work, from the teachers as well as the parents. And thank the parents of our Demonites of class 11 for being with the teachers and helping them and providing the necessary support, emotional and mental and physical support which you could give to the students. Uh, I would like to extend open the platform for the parents. If anyone would like to share any suggestions or for improvement, if you'd like to share anything where as a school we could work or something which we could start, right? Anyone? Any suggestions? Students, do you have any suggestions? Something which a school can start, probably in class 10th, class 12th, since you'll be stepping into new offline classes. Any suggestions you would be having?
Anything?
Yes, Kunal?
Good evening, sir. This is Mrs. Anshu Arora.
Yes, good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, sir. First of all, congratulations for conducting this session for us
Thank you,
as
ma'am.
Armenites. It's a really wonderful session. Sir, as I have already suggested to introduce analytical reasoning as a club activity for class 6 to 10th to ensure that Aryamanites be ready for future competitions and for their future. Like in many national level programs, analytical reasoning is the main part.
Right.
So
Something
where
which can
we
prepare
are,
them for
we
the
think
quizzes and all,
where
right?
Aryamanites are lacking, मतलब थोड़ा सा uh, hello, am I
Yes, ma'am.
audible?
Yes, you're
Oh,
audible.
sorry, sir. I think it was a technical glitch. So, sir, I was saying that to just suggesting to introduce analytical reasoning as a club activity subject,
Right. Okay.
and some, if possible, some after school sports activity to be introduced.
Right.
Then just these suggestions. Thank you.
Right. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for giving this valuable feedback. Anyone else? Students? No? Okay. Thank you. And students, it was a fantastic show. You all have put a fantastic program after the exams. We know it was a stressful time for you, right? For after the examinations, you are again put into the academics and all, right? But it's all part of the process, right? And I hope you enjoyed the process, right? And this experience which you gained from the student-led conference, because this has been organized by you, right? It will help you when you probably go for your colleges, right? And there you will be doing many more such events, right? Even departmental presentations when you were doing it, right? So kudos to you and kudos to all your teachers who helped you in your presentations. Thank you, all of you.
Thank you for your encouraging words, sir. I'm sincerely grateful for your part in the event. There is always more after the ending, always the next morning and the next, always changes, losses, and gains, always one step after the other. Every ending is an arbitrary one. Everything ending is from another angle, not really an ending. Greetings to all my teachers, parents, my dear friends, as well as everyone else gathered here. I deem it as my greatest honor to present a vote of thanks to acknowledge your worthy contribution. I, Jahangir Goswami, on behalf of the ABBIL family, would like to extend my most sincere thanks to Principal Sir, Vice Principal Sir, and Headmistress Ma'am for giving us this opportunity to learn and grow. I also want to thank all the teachers who stood with us as our guiding lights and pillars of strength. Our sincere gratitude also goes to all the parents who graced the event with their presence. Today, we had a lucky chance to hear your thoughts, which has surely encouraged us a lot. Last but certainly not the least, thanks to all the students who participated in the event. Your days of hard work were evident in your presentations. So let me conclude by thanking you all for your time, your valuable insights, and your support in all our endeavors. Thank you for your cordial cooperation.
Please rise for the national anthem. जनगण मन अधिनायक